CQ, CQ, CQ10, 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 CQ on 10. CQ, CQ, CQ10, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ, CQ10, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England, calling CQ10. Yeah, Oscar Echo 6, Uniform Kilo November. Thanks for coming back to me today. You're very weak, sir, very weak. You're just a 5 and 1, 5 and 1, maybe 5 and 2. And with QSB, your signal may well disappear. But the name is Mark, that's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. And I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. Over to you, sir. Oscar Echo 6, Uniform Kilo November. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox, southeast of England. Yeah, Oscar Echo 6, Uniform Kilo November. Marcel, unfortunately, Marcel, your signal has dropped to 0. Your signal has dropped to 0. Your readability is also 0. So it looks like I may have lost you on the QSB. Please do call in again. If the signal strength comes up, please do call in again. I'd like to get some more information about you. Be very interesting to find out what radio and antenna you're using. But thanks for trying me on the sporadic e-skip this afternoon, and have a great weekend. If you can still hear me, auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Take care. Nothing is heard. CQ, CQ10, 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 CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ, CQ10, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10 metres and listening. CQ, CQ10, 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 CQ on 10. Here is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ, CQ10, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10 from the southeast of England. CQ, CQ10, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. Yeah, Italy Kilo 2, Lima Foxtrot Hotel. Very good afternoon to you, old man. The name this side is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. And I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. I'll give you your report and some details on the next over. Italy Kilo 2, Lima Foxtrot Hotel. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Okay, Mark, thank you very much for 5.9, for you, 5.9 real. And I'm testing here my transceiver. I repaired it. This transceiver is a very old TS440 of CAM with them, and I'm testing right now this transceiver to verify if everything is okay or not. Thank you very much. Back to you, the microphone, Mark. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Fox, IK2, Lima, Florida Hotel. My name is Stefano, and my QTH is Milano in the north of Italy. Back to you.
Yeah, I think you said Stephen, Milano or Milan in the north of Italy. Thank you for coming back to me. You are 5 and 5 today, Stephen. 5 and 5. I will say that your audio isn't fantastic. The audio isn't good. Now, I know you're using an old Kenwood. I think you said TS440, and Kenwood audio is normally very good, but your audio is a little bit rough. Almost like the ALC is too high, or maybe you're using a microphone that's just a bit rough. It's not a very clean audio. The signal's good, but the audio isn't so clean, my friend. I'm using a Yaesu Fox Tango 757 Golf X-Ray, so like your radio, it's very old. I'm using a Hammaster 4200 desk microphone from the late 1970s. And my antenna is a 5/8 wave vertical and just running 50 watts here, so very pleased to be giving you a 5 and 9. But yeah, your report 5 and 5, but the audio isn't as clear as I think it can be. Back to you.
Okay, Mark, thank you very much. Yes, I'm using an external head sound microphone in this moment, and the output power is about 80 watts, 100 watts, and I'm using a 4-element Yagi antenna for the 10 meters, 15 meters, and 20 meters band. It's a tri-band antenna. Okay, thank you very much again, my friend, for the QSO, and I'm going to close the transceiver. Everything is okay now. I'm going to close the transceiver and test it again. Thank you very much again for the contact. Have a nice weekend. Back to you, Mike 0. Juliet,
grazie per il QSO, Stefano. Grazie mille. And hopefully you will reduce the bass on that microphone, and with your equalizer, maybe you could bring up a little bit more treble and not so much drive. I think it will sound fantastic. But grazie mille and spero di incontrarti presto. Addio amico mio, 73. Ciao, arrivederci.
Thank you.
You're welcome. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox, southeast of England. Nothing heard. CQ10, CQ10 meters. CQ10 meters, CQ10 meters. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling 10.
Delta Juliet. India 2 to Lima, Papa Whiskey.
Stand by, Italy, please. Stand by. I think I have a Delta Golf 5. Was it Golf Juliet? Please correct me if that's wrong, old man. My name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. I'll give you a report and some details on the next over, but hopefully I've got the call sign correct. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Fox, listening for Delta Golf, please.
Okay, Mark. Yeah, the call sign is cool. Delta Golf 2. My call sign is Delta Golf 5, Delta Juliet, Delta Golf 5, DJ. The name here is Paul. Report for you is 59. 59 is the report in the Augsburg area. QSL?
Okay. Apologies, gentlemen, apologies. Two German stations at the same time. Germany 2, if you could just wait. I have a Delta Golf 5, Delta Juliet. Delta Golf 5, Delta Juliet. Thank you for the 5 and 9. You are 5 and 7 to me. I'm using a Yaesu Fox Tango 757 Golf X-Ray. I'm using a 5/8 wave vertical antenna and just 50 watts today. But yeah, you came in exactly the same time as one of your countrymen. So apologies for that. But if the other stations could please just stand by. The Delta, I think it's Delta Golf 5. Delta Juliet. This is M0JCF. Let's see if we've got the correct person this time. Back to you, sir.
Okay, Mark. I have here 100 watt and 3 element beam. I use here 3 element beam, 30 meter high, on the water tower. I have a second call sign for you, Delta Kilo Zero Charlie November. Please look, Delta Kilo Zero Charlie November. And I have a castle number for you, Delta Lima 2590. The castle number here is Delta Lima 2590. This is Fahrkarte.
Okay, Delta Golf 5, Delta Juliet. Well, thanks for the information. Your 3-element antenna working very well today. Your signal peaked 5 and 8, and then it dropped way down to just 4 and 0 on my needle. So big QSB swing on the signal today. I won't hold it with you today, old friend. I'd like to have a longer conversation, but I think that the QSB will probably lose you. I have lost a few today, Paul, so you know, take care, have a great weekend. Please do call me again if you hear me, but I'll keep it short for today. And I say vielen Dank für das QSO, Paul, and auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Alles gut, 73. Thank you, Paul. Auf Wiedersehen. The other Germany station, if you could please go again. I think you might have been a Delta number 2. Can you hear me still? Okay, nothing is heard. Italy station, are you still on frequency? Okay, nothing is heard. A big QSB dropping the signals. CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot calling CQ10. CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot calling 10. CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. This is CQ10.
CQ Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. India Uniform 1 Papa Golf Sierra. Italia University 1 Papa Germany Suriname. Over.
Yeah, Italy Uniform 1 Papa Golf Sierra. Very good afternoon to you. You are 5 and 8, and my name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. I'll give you my details on the next over. Italy Uniform 1 Papa Golf Sierra. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Okay, 73 and a good afternoon and a good weekend. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, operator Mark, Mike Alfa Romeo Kilo. This is India Uniform 1, Papa Golf Sierra, Italia Uniform 1, Papa Germany Suriname, operator Walter. Whiskey Alfa Lima Tango Eco Romeo, Whiskey Alfa Lima Tango Eco Romeo, and my city is in province to Torino, Tango Oscar Romeo India November Oscar, Torino, northwest Italy, about 70 kilometers from France. Roger, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, Roger, Walter. I have you as near Torino in the northern part of Germany, Italy, apologies, near France. Yeah, your signal started 5 and 8, dropping to 5 and 5. There is a fast QSB on this sporadic E opening at the moment. Today I'm using just a Yaesu Fox Tango 757 Golf X-Ray. I'm using 50 watts, 50 watts, and my antenna is a 5/8 wave vertical. How do you copy there? IU1 PGS M0 JCF.
Okay, no problem. No problem. My working condition, my antenna is multiband. I gain Alpha Victor 6809 band. My transceiver is a Cobra 200 Golf Tango Lima Delta X-Ray. My microphone is original dynamic, and my power in this moment is 120 whiskey. Roger?
Yeah, superb. Your radio and the 120 whiskies working well today. Very well, Walter. Okay, I won't hold it, Walter, because of QSB. I won't hold it for too long, and others have been calling, and I keep losing them on the QSB. So I say grazie mille for the QSO, Walter, and I say adio amico mio 73, and ciao ciao. Best wishes to your family.
Okay, ciao, bye, Mark 73, and I hope to meet you again on frequency. Have you a beautiful weekend. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot in the Uniform 1, Papa Golf Sierra. Ciao, bye.
Yeah, ciao, ciao, and thank you again. Much appreciated. QRZ, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England. Okay, there is a station calling, but you're just a 1 and 1. You are just a 1 and 1. I know you're there. You're way down at the bottom. Cannot hear you at this time. There is a fast QSB to the southeast of England. So please try in a few moments. Hopefully we can get you in the logbook. But at this time, impossible to hear you. QRZ, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. CQ10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Calling CQ10. Okay, the Hotel Bravo 2, I think that was. You're very off frequency to me, very off frequency. Please try again.
Can you repeat your call again for me, please? I don't quite get that.
Okay, this is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, we'll change frequency, shall we?
Control 3 and Control 3 and bye-bye.
Yeah, Mike Whiskey 0, Juliet Kilo Uniform. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot in the southeast of England. Yeah, Mike Whiskey 0, Juliet Kilo Uniform. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. I'll move. I will move because I'm the gentleman. ACF. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use, please? Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. And nothing is heard. CQ, CQ, CQ10, 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 CQ on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling CQ10 from the southeast of England. CQ, CQ, CQ10, CQ10, CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling CQ10, CQ10. CQ, CQ, CQ10, 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 CQ on 10. Here is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling CQ10, CQ10. CQ, CQ10, CQ, CQ10, CQ10, CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling CQ10, CQ10. Okay, I've got an Italy (3), and the audio was a little bit deep. Please try again. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, listening. Okay, I've got Italy Victor 3, Juliet Tango. I'm missing the last letter. Your audio is very deep, sir. Back to you. Okay, Italy Victor 3, Juliet Tango Hotel. Thank you for the 5 and 9. Your signal is 5 and 2, but we do have big QSB, dropping your signal right off the scale. But my name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. I'll try to give you some technical details on the next over, but there is a big QSB today, sir. Italy Victor 3, Juliet Tango Hotel, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
Okay, thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Thank you for making the first contact. And, okay, my signal is 100 watt in the north of Italy. There is a little bit of QSB, yes. And, back to you, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, India Victor 3, Juliet Tango Hotel.
Yeah, IV3 JTH. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, Mattia, very nice to meet you today, and thank you for calling in. A nice opening on the sporadic E to Italy, Germany, and Switzerland today, but there is a very fast, very big QSB dropping the signals very fast. I'm using a Yaesu Fox Tango 757 Golf X-Ray. today. I'm also using just 50 watts and a 5/8 wave vertical antenna. So a very simple antenna and very old equipment. But I have you in the logbook today, but I won't hold it so long because of the QSB today. And I say grazie mille for the QSO. And adio amico mio, 73, ciao ciao.
Thank you very much, 73.
Ah, your audio is a lot better now, sir. A lot better. Well, I think you did something. The audio is now very, very clear.
Okay, thank you very much for the new report. Perfect. The signal is much better now. You are 59 plus 10 now. Can you give me a report again, please?
Yes, your report 5 and 3, but your audio is very, very good now. Your audio wasn't so good before. Now your audio is perfect. And thank you again. Grazie mille, amico mio.
Okay, grazie mille. Thank you very much, 73.
73, good luck. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Nothing is heard. CQ, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling CQ10, CQ10. Yeah, Italy Zulu 6, America Whiskey. Very good afternoon. And my name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm 20 kilometers southeast of the city of London. Your signal was just 5 and 1, just 5 and 1. Big QSB today, but at the bottom you are 5 and 1. Over to you, Italy Zulu 6, Alpha Whiskey. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
And I live in central Italy, near the Adriatic coast, near city of Ancona. Many thanks for answering my call, dear Mark, and 73 and good action 10 meter bank. Mike 0, Japan, Charlie, Florida, IZ6AAW. Back to you, Mark.
Yeah, Italy Zulu 6, Alpha Whiskey. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Paolo, thank you for calling me from central Italy near the Adriatic coast. Very, very good to hear you today. Your signal was 5 and 1, dropping down to 4 and 0. And thank you for the 5 and 3. I won't hold it because of QSB, but take care, and I say grazie mille per il QSO, and Spiro di Incontrati Presto. Adio amico mio, 73, ciao ciao.
QSO, dear Mark, and grazie per l'italiano. Grazie dall'Italia, Mark.
Thank you. Grazie mille. QRZ. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Nothing is heard. CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling CQ10. Yeah, Oscar Echo 6, Uniform Kilo November. Thank you for trying again. Very good of you, and thank you. Just 5 and 1. The QSB is very fast, very deep today, but your report is 5 and 1, and I think you know from my last contact 20 minutes ago. The name is Mark, Mike, Alpha, Romeo, Kilo, and I'm in the southeast of England. I'm about 20 kilometres southeast east of the City of London. Oscar Echo 6, United Kilo November. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, giving you 5 and 1, 5 and 1. Okay, losing you again. You're now down to a 3 and 0, 3 and 0. I think from Austria today, the signals are not very strong. But thank you for trying again. I don't think we can hold a long QSO, but thank you again. I do appreciate your attempts, and I look forward to having a long QSO with you in the future. You take care, and I look forward to the next time. I'll just listen for any final you may have. But thank you again. Back to you, sir. No, Marcel, cannot hear you at all. Your signal has completely gone, but I do appreciate the contact. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Alles gut. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Yeah, very, very difficult now. Just a 3 and 0, 3 and 1. Very difficult. Thank you. Hopefully next time we can have the long QSO. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Nothing is heard, nothing is heard. CQ, CQ10, CQ on 10. Here is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling CQ10 from the southeast of England. CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling CQ10.
Echo Bravo Victor Portable.
Yeah, Echo Bravo Victor Portable. Echo Bravo Victor Portable. If I could have your prefix, please, and I'll give you your report. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England.
Thank you, Mark. My full call sign is India, November 3, Echo Bravo Victor Portable. India, November 3, Echo Bravo Victor Portable. I'm working here in the high mountains in northern part of Italy near Austria. Yourself?
Yeah, QSL Robert, and very nice to meet you today. You are about just a 5 and 3 peak to me, 5 and 3. It's maybe a 5 and 2, but there is a fast QSB today and a very deep QSB. But I'm using 50 watts, a 5/8 wave vertical antenna, and my radio is an old Yaesu. Fox Tango 757 Golf X-ray, but for my logbook I will log you 5 and 3 with QSB. Back to you.
Thank you, Mark. I'm working here with 50 watt output, car battery and a long wire antenna. I'm a portable station 1,900 meter height over sea level. Then all this part of Italy of the mountains of Dolomites in the South Tyrol. Your signal is very strong, 5 to 8, 5 to 9, going to radio 5. Loud and clear. I'm working here with the old Icon 700 and homemade amplifier. In this moment, the amplifier is not in function. Still I'm working with the 50 watts. much. I wish you all the best. Also, my antenna is a long wire antenna, and I have alternative loop antenna for the 80 meter, a loop antenna for the 80 meter. In this moment, the long wire 10 feet antenna for the 80. Thank you, Mark, for the contact. India November 3 Echo Bravo Victor Roberto, Northeast Italy, possible. Ciao, ciao, and have a nice day.
Yeah, Italy, November 3, Echo Bravo Victor, portable. A fantastic attempt from you, Robert, and a great signal. Even though we have QSB, your signal did drop down to a 3 and 1. A 3 and 1, it became quite difficult, and then your signal came up again. So it's a fast QSB today to the United Kingdom and Italy, and it's also a very deep QSB. But thank you anyway. I have your report, and hopefully you'll have a great weekend with much more portable DX to the UK. Grazie mille per il QSO, Robert, and I say spero di incontrarti presto. Adio amico mio. 73. Ciao ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
QRZ Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England.
Delta Whiskey Juliet.
Yeah, Delta Whiskey again, please.
Delta Whiskey Juliet.
Yeah, Delta Whiskey Juliet. What's your prefix, please?
Florida 0, Florida 0. 57.
Okay, Florida 0, Delta Whiskey Juliet. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. My name is Mark, that's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm in the town of Sidcup in Kent, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. Your signal just 5 and 1. Your signal is just 5 and 1, but perfectly readable. I'm using just 50 watts. I'm using a 5/8 wave vertical antenna, and I'm using just an old transceiver. It's a Fox Tango 757 Golf X-ray. I hope you copy that, sir. Back to you. Foxtrot 0, Delta Whiskey Juliet. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
Merci beaucoup. 73.
Ah, merci pour le QSO, and j'espère vous rencontrer bientôt. Au revoir, mon ami. 73. Thank you for the 5 and 7. Merci beaucoup. A QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England. Nothing is heard. CQ10 on 10 meters. This is a Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling CQ10 on 10. CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling CQ10 on 10. CQ10 on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10 on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10 on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot calling 10.
This is Foxtrot 4, Golf Uniform Charlie, mobile.
Yeah, Foxtrot 4, Golf Uniform Charlie stroke mobile, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. The name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, Je m'appelle Mark, and my QTH is Sid Cup in Kent, Sierra India Delta Charlie Uniform Papa, J'habite Sid Cup dans le Kent. Over to you, Foxtrot 4, Germany Uniform Charlie Mobile. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
Yeah, Foxtrot 4, Golf Uniform Charlie. Well, you just died down on the last bit there. I am English, but I live in France. So bonjour, bonjour. The name here is Harvey, Hotel Alpha Romeo Victor Echo Yankee. I'm sat in Department 16, La Charente, Central France, and I'm using an Icon 7100 with around 100 watts. One ear and came out the other, so you have to give it again on the next. Mike, back to you. Foxtrot 4, Golf Uniform Charlie.
Yeah, Foxtrot 4, Golf Uniform Charlie Mobile. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. A very good afternoon to you, Harvey. And I didn't want to say anything about the accent to start with. I suspected you were English or you was a very cultured Frenchman. There we go. And I say that tongue in cheek for any Frenchman listening. But yeah, just 5 and 3. But with QSB, Harvey, you're dropping down to just a 3 and 1, a 3 and 1. Big QSB today on this sporadic e-opening. I'm using an FT757 Golf X-Ray, just 50 watts and a 5/8 wave vertical antenna. How do you copy, Harvey? Foxtrot 4, Golf Uniform Charlie Mobile. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Yeah, Foxtrot 4, Golf Uniform Charlie. Yeah, I've got a lot of noises. I've got a horse fence just next to me, so I get the ticking noise every second, and it's interfering quite a bit with the radio there. You're coming through about a 3 to 1, 3 to 2. You've died down since the first conversation we have, but it's coming through all right. It's only, well, it's been the first time this year I've been on 10 meters, and it's been not too good, and I haven't had time to be on 10 meters when the conditions have been all right. But yeah, you're coming through good. You're coming through good. Mike, back to you.
Yeah, F4 GUC M0 JCF. Okay, Harvey, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you're peaking 5 and 3 to me. You are peaking 5 and 3. But as I said, I've probably had about 10 contacts in the last 40 minutes. And all of the contacts have all been on a fast, deep QSB. No one has been above really 5 and 7, 5 and 8. And the swing has sometimes been from 5 and 8 way down to 5 and 1. Sporadic e-openings have been on and off the last 2 weeks, but the F2 layer propagation on 10 meters has been fantastic, probably for the last 2 years. So you've probably got another 2 to 3 years worth of F2 to operate on 10 meters. If the sun gives us what it's meant to give us, then we'll be back down to a solar minimum and everyone will be on 20 meters again. So that's the story there, Harvey. Back to you, and I won't hold it too long today because of the QSB. F4 GUC M0 JCF.
Yeah, Foxtrot 4, Golf Uniform Charlie. Yeah, you just died down there on the last of the conversation, so I didn't get any of that. I could just hear you finishing off with my call sign, and I thought I'd get back to you. I'm just texting one of my mates now because he's big into 10 meters. And he'll probably join on the air soon. I've got he just got his radio not so long ago here in France. This is starting to get hard to see understand you with the noise and stuff. And hopefully catch you again capture again on the air. I've walked on 10 meters quite a lot if the conditions allow. Right back to you, and then I'll be setting off to go coast crossing this afternoon, and the weather is blue skies really, and the sun's popped out to say hello. Right back to you.
Yeah, F4, GUCM0JCF. Okay, Harvey, thanks for calling in. Appreciate the QSO. It's, as I say, you've had a 3S point swing, and the readability going from readability 5 to readability 3. Take care, have a fantastic weekend, and look forward to the next time. And we'll have a long QSO about why you're in France. I'm sure you'll have lots of stories to tell. Take care, 73, and merci beaucoup, mon ami. 73, bye-bye. Stop talking. CQ10, CQ on 10. Here is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling CQ10. CQ10, on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling CQ10. CQ10, on 10. Here is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling CQ10. CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10, on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling 10 meters and listening. CQ10, on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10 meters. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling 10. Okay, the station calling in, you may be off frequency to me. I should be on 28480, but you sound well and truly off frequency to me. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox listening. Nothing is heard. CQ10, on 10 meters. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling on 10. CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling CQ10.
Mike 7, November Alpha Juliet.
Okay, Mike 7, Oscar November Juliet, I believe that is. You sound very, very off frequency to me. You're low, quite low to me. So I can use the clarifier to bring you in, but it's Mark in Sidcup. Back to you.
Yeah, Mark, it's M7NAJ, Nathan. You're about 250k off, mate.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, I'm happy with the frequency I'm on. I'm using the old 757 GX, and I'm on the frequency that I'm on. So I'm actually on frequency. It's everyone else is using a spot frequency. I can adjust, but this radio does drift with a little bit of time there, Nathan. And what happens is I'm constantly correcting, but generally people are just calling in on the frequency that I'm on. So that's the story, mate. But you're good and loud to me, and I'm glad that you found me in the end. But no, I'm on frequency. You were off frequency. Back to you.
Yeah, M7NAJ returning. Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, my radio's displaying 28480250. So just to give you an idea, and this one was realigned quite recently. So fingers crossed it's in the right place. But yeah, there's no trouble there. You're perfectly audible, mate, and yeah, you're sounding really good. I've been listening for a little while. You've had a few, so I thought I'd pop in and just say hello. Back to you.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, it is what it is. Now, your radio is completely okay. You're not off frequency. I'm the one who's off frequency, and you've just, because your dial frequency isn't a nice round number. I get told that quite often when I'm using old radios. Oh, but you're 200 hertz off frequency. I'll say no. I'm CQing. I'm perfectly on frequency, even with the compensation, etc. So different if you was calling CQ and I was seeing you, like my display at the moment says 28479.7, and I could knock it back a bit now. What's happened is it's, with all the transmitting I've been doing, it's warmed up a bit. But I get it all the time, and I just think to yourself, do you know what? Back in the day, before digital readouts, let alone waterfalls and everything, I thought to myself, like you'd be lucky if you was within half a kilohertz, like 500 hertz, so yeah, but it is what it is, and we got to let people have their little bit of time. Yeah, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've had 10 come back to me so far. You are number 11. I was actually on a different frequency. I was actually on a 475, and I actually heard a Mike Whiskey 0 JK U suddenly come up on my frequency, or rather he was 500 hertz away, and he was working an HB2 or an HB9 station. I thought, come off it, mate, I've been here for ages. But he obviously couldn't hear me. I could hear him, and I could hear the station he was working. So I did the gentlemanly thing and just shifted up 5 kilohertz. But having said that, in the last few contacts I've had people stepping on me from like either side, but it's just the nature of the beast. Do you know what? I could go up to something like 28, I don't know, 625, and absolutely be as quiet as a bell up there. But people get very stuck in their ways, and everyone seems to listen between 28.4 and 28.5. So you go up there, and if they're not seeing you on their little band scopes and that, they don't tune that far up to actually look for you. Me, I swing between 28.3 and about 28.6 normally if I'm doing like a dial spinning thing. But there you go, that's my moan over. But hope you're well, mate. You're 5 and 7 to me, and sounding as good as always. M7NAJ M0 JCF.
Yeah, M7NAJ returning. Thanks very much, Mark. I'm running the SPDX 5000 here with 25 watts out of a 510 no, I'm not running the 510, that's used to talking to you on 2 metres, that is. I am running a Game Master 5.8 vertical, which is happily doing the job. But yeah, no, that's the story here. And yeah, as you say, people don't spin that far. I normally spin to just over 28.6 and have a listen round I don't go much further than that. I mean, technically the band's a lot wider than that, isn't it? But as you say, most people are between 28.3 and 28.5. So there we go. I think in certain parts of the states, I don't know the ins and outs of their licences, but I think some of the stateside chaps have certain parts of the band they can only use if they've got the extra class. I think the technician licence is bracketed to a certain part of the 10-metre band, and then I think the general and extra have an extra bit of 10 metres they can use, which is over 28.5 if I'm right. Back to you.
Yeah, that is correct, actually. I've had a few Americans when I've been working F2 layer. I've had a few Americans say, you know, when I've been on something like 28.510 or something like that, and they've actually asked, would I be able to knock it down to between 28.4 and 28.5 so that I can work their technician's class. So you're quite right about that. Yeah, I mean, there is interesting stuff above 600, actually. On 28.680, I've worked quite a bit of slow scan television there, and I've swapped pictures with people all over the place. I think the best ones, obviously you get plenty from the United States, but Reunion Island I think was my best catch in the other direction with slow scan television, and that's using a mobile phone apps with the microphone and speaker, so that's not even using like a computer connected to the radio. So you go up there, and of course if you get to 29, between 29 and 29.100, you'll find a lot of the AM stations there. I've worked AM, including stateside, quite a few times, up between well, a lot of them do. If it gets crowded there, a lot of them will drop below 29. I mean, it's the all mode part of the band, isn't it, that section? So you know, you're not doing anything wrong by using FM or AM or whatever below 29, because it is the all mode section. It's just not the done thing, I suppose. And of course 29.6 is the FM calling channel, where technically it's channelized, and you know, you can drop down to 29.200 and below, you'll find FM channelized working, but people will work FM anywhere between 29 and 29.6, and of course 29.6 to 29.7 is the repeater outputs, 10-meter repeater outputs, with the inputs being 100 kcs below that. So you know, there's plenty there, but yeah, you'll find me all over the place on 10 meters. If I'm working QRP, I try to keep around 28.360, because I think the QRP centre of activity is around about there. And you know, if we haven't got people bouncing all over the place with hundreds or thousands of watts, then you'll normally find you'll get the lower powered stations will cluster around there. Have you had much on the sporadic E today? There's been, as I say, a lot of it around, but the QSB is very fast and very deep. Back to you.
Yeah, and so Joe was telling, I've been playing on 6 metres this morning. That's been open, so I've got as far as Turkey on 6 metres this morning on voice, so I'm happy with that. It seems to have picked up quite nicely. Had a little bit on 20 and a little bit on 40. Nothing too exciting really, just bouncing around and seeing what's out there. Really, I've got one of those rare days off, so I thought I'd just plonk myself on the radios and see what's around. But yeah, I heard you calling CQ, and I've heard you worked quite a few. I'd heard you on the previous frequency you were on as well, and yeah, someone came and just danced all over you, which was polite of them. But yeah, no, there's I've got my 991A sat on 2 meters SSB at the minute, and there is absolutely nothing on there, even though there's a contest on today. It's absolutely dead. But there we go. It is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, no, I do flick up to the AM section of the band occasionally and have a little listen round. I'm fortunate that this Game Master has got quite a wide bandwidth on it, so it will do the whole of 10 metres, and I think the whole of 11 metres, and there's only got an SWR of about 1.5, even on 12, so I can't complain too much about it. It's a nice wide band antenna. But yeah, no, all working well, everything seems to be working fine, and yeah, I'm just tinkering around and playing with bits and listening in where I can. Back to you, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot from Mike 7, November Alpha Juliet.
Yeah, M7 NAJ M0 JCF returning. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Glad you're working 6 metres. I haven't really done anything on 6 metres since last year. So, yeah, you've been getting some good catches there. I've worked most of Europe on 6. The problem with I've got at the moment is my antenna is a dipole in the loft. It's just above my head when I'm up there. And it's fixed because of where it is. It's fixed and it's radiating southeast northwest, so really I'm sort of limited in the direction that I'm transmitting. So when it's sporadic E, I sort of hit the usual Italian, southern Germany, south of France, that sort of thing. Sometimes the Balearics, you know, but generally that's the direction. But I haven't done a lot 6 metres. Last week when I was working 2 metres Aurora, I did go on 6, but once again my antenna was actually radiating, I think, the wrong way, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I was using the IC 7300 and I was half-heartedly spinning around, but 2 metres SSB last Saturday, Friday and Saturday was absolutely full of Aurora contacts, and it was quite funny that I was working people just the other side of the River Thames via the Aurora, you know, and we were struggling to get each other's call signs, but if we pointed our beams at each other we'd be like 5 and 9 plus 30 and blowing each other's ears off with crystal clarity. But no, we was doing it the hard way. I think a few of them from the club, like Bob, they worked Northern Ireland via via Aurora. I did a few in England and a few in Germany, and that was it. Once I ticked that box, look, I worked some on Aurora 2 metres, I'd lost interest at that point. So that's the story there, mate. Well, listen, I'm going to give it a couple of more calls, then I'm going to jack it in for the afternoon. It's 20 to 3 now. I've been at it, let's see, have I been at it an hour? Yeah, I've been at it about an hour, just over an hour now. I think the first one I contacted was actually Delta Romeo 100 PE. He was on 28425. That was at 1:30. So yeah, just over an hour now, and I think, you know, like obviously the last 10 minutes of that has been with you. So I'm going to put out a couple of more calls, see what I can grab in the logbook. It will be the usual suspects, I'm sure, and then that's it. I'll be jacking it in. That's enough sporadic E for one day. M7 NAJ M0 JCF.
Yeah, M7 NAJ returning for a quick final. Yeah, good to catch up with you, Mark. Was good to see you. Well, chat to you anyway. And yeah, best of luck with the rest of the calls, and yeah, good luck with it. I managed to get out with a 2 metre beam last week and have a play portable while the Aurora was on, so there's that. I'll leave you to it, mate. There's quite a big signal about 15k down, so I'm going to have a quick listen of what's down there, and then I'll pop back and have a listen to your final CQs. Take care, Mark. 7-3. Mike 7, November Alpha Juliet, going clear.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Take care and enjoy having a sniff around. As I say, just using the old equipment today. What I might do, actually, before you go, I'm just going to knock myself back about 200 hertz and tell me if I'm as near as damn it on 480. So I shouldn't really tune while I'm transmitting, but I'm knocking it back now. How near to 480 am I now? Back to you.
Yeah, from M7 NAJ, about 70 hertz off there, mate.
Yeah, what about now? Am I about as near to 28, 480 as I can get?
Yeah, that's about bang on, mate. According to my radio, that's 10 hertz at most.
Okay, that's all right. That's fantastic. It will drift again, especially with long overs. And as you know, it will drift. I know that it drifts. And I'll tell you what, it's been running for an hour. And the fact that it's only drifted 200 hertz or so, you know, 250 hertz. That ain't bad at all. But I suppose really I should keep more of an eye on it, because if there's somebody nearby who's sort of below me and I keep on above me, and I keep drifting upwards and I get close to them, it's a bit ungentlemanly conduct. So there you go. And I've got an external frequency counter. I've just been lazy today and just winging it. All right, mate, take care. Go and find that big signal, and I'll speak to you soon, I'm sure. All the very best, 73 to you and her. M7NAJ, M0JCF. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, M0JCF from M7NAJ. No worries, Mark. Take care, mate. And 73.
Yeah, QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, looking for any contacts on 10. Okay, there was one station ending Charlie, I think it was. You were very, very low. You were just about a 3 and 1, a 3 and 2, but there was another station as well. So the ending Charlie, I believe it was. If you could come back to Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, I'll try to give you at least a report today, even if we don't have a long QSO. So station ending Charlie, this is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, listening. Okay, sorry, people, sorry, cannot hear anyone. I know there are people calling in, but your signals are just far too low today. So apologies for that. You are just 1 and 1 at this time. You are 1 and 1. Very difficult to hear. Please try in a few moments, because the QSB is very fast and very deep today on the sporadic E. CQ, CQ, CQ10, 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 CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling 10. Okay, somebody using a da-de-da Roger beep. The station using da-de-da Roger beep. Please try one more time. Very, very difficult. You are just a 2 and 1. You are just a 2 and 1. Let me try to give you your call sign in the logbook. Okay, I got Alpha Whiskey that time. I got Alpha Whiskey in the call sign. I did get Alpha Whiskey in the call sign. You are just a 2 and 1. You are 2 and 1. So the Alpha Whiskey with the da-de-da Roger bleep. Please try again. A negative copy. The Alpha Whiskey station with the Roger bleep. I'm sorry, sir, not working at this time. You went from a 2 and 1 to just a 1 and 1. You went from 2 and 1 to 1 and 1. Just impossible to get your call sign at this time. Please try in a few minutes. I'd like to get you in the logbook, but not working at this time. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox, southeast of England.
Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Charlie,
Yeah, Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, a Charlie, Tango. You are just a 3 and 1. You are 3 and 1, but you're in my logbook. My name is Mark. That's Mike, Alpha, Romeo, Kilo. I'm in Sidcup in Kent, so I'm just 20 kilometres southeast from the City of London. But your report at this time is a 3 and 1. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Charlie, Tango. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot.
India, Mike, and you are 5 and 6, 5 and 7 in southern France.
Yeah, Tim, Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Tango. Tim, I can give you a 5 and 1. I can revise your contact to a 5 and 1. I heard everything you said and that last over. Thank you for the 5 and 7. I don't think today it's going to be a day where we can have a long QSO, but I'm using a Yaesu Fox Tango 757 Golf X-Ray. I'm running just 50 watts, 50 watts, and the antenna is just a 5/8 wave of vertical. Back to you, Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Tango. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox. This is Whiskey. This is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Tango. Yes, I copy very well. You have a good signal, 5 and 7. You're located on Panama and just north of the Mediterranean Sea. And it's an SPDX10, a 100 watt to an MPEG long wire.
Yeah, I've got all of that. I can revise your signal report, Tim. I can revise to 5 and 3. 5 and 3. I think that's the maximum it's going to be because it was dropping again. But I see that you're using an FTDX10, 100 watts, and I believe a long wire antenna. I also use a long wire antenna, but I don't think it works very well on 10 meters. If conditions were better today, I'd be tempted to swap to the long wire just to see how it would perform, but I know it doesn't work very well on 10, so I won't waste your time today. I'll stick with the vertical. But you peaked at 5 and 3, and I've got you just north of the Mediterranean Sea. So you can see I've got all of the information, and it was nice and clear, but I don't believe it will stay that way. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Tango, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Well, I will let you go. You can look for more time. It's been nice. And coming back to Mike 0,
Yeah, F4 WCTM0JCF. Well, Tim, it was an absolute pleasure to get you in the logbook today. I don't mind at all when the signals are low. I don't mind persistence and patience to get you in the logbook. But yeah, if you was like a good 5 and 5 and upwards, and the QSB was a lot more stable, we could have a lot more conversation. But it was great that you called in, and it was great that you kept on trying for me. I really do appreciate it. So take care. I wish you a great weekend. Enjoy this sporadic E opening. I say merci beaucoup pour la QSO, Tim, and j'espère vous rencontrer bientôt. Oh, I'm butchering my French today. Au revoir, mon ami 73. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. Au revoir. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England. CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling CQ10, CQ10. CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling CQ10, CQ10. CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling CQ10, CQ10. CQ10, CQ10, CQ10. CQ10, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10, 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 CQ10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10, 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 CQ10. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, calling 10. CQ10, CQ on 10. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox on 10. Okay, station calling Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Unfortunately, your signal was weak, but also a station has come up very, very close to me now. There is a station very, very close, and his splatter is actually stronger than your signal. But I will listen for you one more time before going QRT. A station calling Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Please try again. Okay, I've got India Oscar in the call sign. The station with India Oscar in the call sign. Please try one more time so that I can at least give you a meaningful signal report today. The name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. So the station with India Oscar, I am listening. No, apologies. That station calling me, a QSB dropped your signal, and the QR Mexico, the splatter from the other station is just too much. I'm going to go QRT, and I thank anyone who was trying to contact me. It was very kind of you, but too much QR Mexico at this time. I may well move to a new part of the band. I may move to 28,500s. I will shift up the band away from the noise. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot going to QSY up the band. This frequency is now clear for use. The frequency is clear for use.